So, Fatman,
So sleazy.
we got you to watch AEW again. Well, at least you got to see your favorite wrestler work another great match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you got for me? Let's be all apathetic on the wrestling show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
This is the Fatman.
Welcome, everyone, to another wonderful episode. Today is the day we talk AEW Revolution. But first, let's introduce the 2024. It's we're getting into like March. I gotta change it up eventually. But the proud papa, the 2024 Wrestling Show Hall of Famer, Ryan Williams is here with us.
Hi, Al.
So yeah, Revolution, you know, the short show that was very easy to watch and wasn't definitely.
Fuck you, man. No, fuck that. Listen, by the time we hit the main event, I went, okay, whatever. Like, I went into this expecting 4-hour pay-per-view, and I got a 4-hour pay-per-view. I'm not, you know what I mean?
Oh, you absolutely did. I mean, and I bring that up in jest, but the reality is it's expected now.
Yep.
You know,
I'm still going to bitch about it, and I'm going to bitch about it on this show, but yeah, it's to be expected.
I mean, Hogan's got to pose. Fat Man's got to bitch about the show being too long. You know, it is what it is.
So you must love Raw 2.5 hours, do you?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Will a half an hour make a difference on Raw, though?
Well, technically, it was like 40 minutes almost, because weren't they doing the overruns most of the time before Netflix was done?
Mm-hmm.
Or came back on the Netflix? Or came back?
Not in recent years, but
okay. I don't know. I didn't watch the product for years.
Reporting live, by the way, live reaction.
Yeah,
they're opening with Fraction and the Hardys, boys. So if I'm distracted,
okay.
Or they're opening with the Hardys.
Why are we always opposite NXT? God fucking damn it. No one watches our show. They're watching NXT.
I'm putting it this way. This is a premium live event to NXT, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like AEW's Grand Slam. It's like a
fair. That is a fair comparison. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. A big TV, a big show centered around TV.
Wait a second. Can I call
Roadblock?
Call up my favorite sports writer, sports entertainment writer, I guess you'd say, Dave Meltzer, and tell him to report the 15-minute blocks between NXT Roadblock and the wrestling show with Sleazy and The Fatman, like quarter hour by quarter hour by quarter hour. See, we have the demo of the 70 to 84-year-old women.
Yes, and Asians.
Oh, obviously Asians. We've cornered the market on Asians.
But in that 70 to 84 demo.
Yeah.
I absolutely hope you have that for news and rumors. Absolutely, you'll have this article for news and rumors. I pray to God.
I pull it up.
I am 100% going to email Dave Meltzer after this and ask him about it.
Listen, I was mad I didn't get to see Hulk Hogan live in Rochester and call him a racist.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, most people didn't either. So
yeah,
he should. So Ryan, you'll love this. We'll get into news, a little bit of news and rumors. He showed up an hour late to the first one. They pulled him in. And now, keep in mind, they told everyone in line that you're guaranteed to meet and greet him if you bought a pack of his shitty beer. Okay? So, obviously, everyone bought a pack of his shitty beer, right?
Uh-huh.
They get him there 50 minutes late. They pull him into the back and say, oh, there was a VIP session before everybody else. He was there 15 minutes and left. Didn't meet anybody.
Brilliant.
Right? What a fucking worker.
Yeah. Anyway, AEW Revolution. Does anyone watch the pre-show?
No!
I did, though. It was on the background.
I honestly...
I have the card.
I don't know what the hell happened on the pre. I do not know one single thing that happened.
There's an amazing 6-man tag.
I think you're being sarcastic.
No.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Brandon Hologram defeated Lee Johnson and Blake Christian in tag team match with 9 minutes 55 seconds. Daniel Garcia and the Undisputed Kingdom, Adam Cole, Roger Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly defeated Shane Taylor Promotions, Shane Taylor, Kelly Bravo, Lee Moriarty, and Captain Sean Demos. They went 9 minutes and 10 seconds. Big Boom AJ and the conglomeration of Orange Cassidy and Mark Briscoe with Big Justice and the fucking Rizzler. Excuse me.
That's what that's from.
That defeated
It does it.
MXM Collective. They went 12 minutes and 55 seconds. And that was your
main event of the
pre-show. Yeah. I paid attention to that trios match. That was fun because I knew what was like, and I had paid attention to the 8-man tag.
Right. I did see bits and pieces of the 6-man, a lot of the clips here and there, and it looked like Mansoor and Mace were bumping like fucking Michaels versus Hogan style.
Well, look at the 6 people in the match. They're the ones that are bumping. Orange Cassidy takes fuck all bumps. Mark Briscoe's going to do fucking funny shit.
Right. It was great for what it was, I'm sure. So, but I unfortunately didn't watch it. I had 4 hours of main event pay-per-view to go deal with.
MJF versus Hangman and Page, 19 minutes and 10 seconds. John Kent gave us 4.25 stars. Sleazy went, God, so I got to start with him.
Yes. God damn, this was great. There are a couple of so let's get this bit out of the way. I gave it 4.5 stars.
What the fuck was it missing?
Okay, I will tell you what it was missing. A goddamn pile driver on a chair wasn't good enough.
Not only was it not good enough, it wasn't good enough for a DQ. It wasn't good enough for a count out. It wasn't even good enough for a fucking sell.
Right. That would be my biggest complaint. There were a couple of other smaller things, but that was the biggest one. I will say the character work that MJF did throughout the entire match, not just like the selling and the actual working the match from a physical standpoint, but just him talking through it, just getting the reaction from verbal stuff is absolutely amazing. Him actually, I think he said, what was it? Why you and not me? Or why is it you? Why is it not me? Or something to that effect. When basically MJF and Hangman have been the 2 shittiest people in the company. Let's be honest here. The man set a guy's house on fire. Okay?
One's been like it his whole life. The other one was drove to it.
Very true, but that's the cool part about
Swerve Strickland broke that man.
I'm not saying he didn't, but that's you say that, but that's kind of the point I'm trying to make. Is MJF's doing a great job of the character work even inside the match, and that's fucking gorgeous. That's the kind of shit that I really, really gravitate to, because it's not always about who won or who lost. It's about the story around it. And this had it in fucking spades. And God damn it, That poor man's face was rearranged after that Angel's wings. God damn, pal.
He needs to wear Cody's face mask.
Right? It hasn't been that shit faced since it was up my ass. Had to get that in at least once. But yeah, 4.5 stars. Amazing opener to this fucking card.
If I was ever to
Overrated
call
piece
that
of shit. Fucking overrated. Piece
overrated,
of shit.
how much is he overrated?
Full star. Gave it 3.5. I thought it was a really good match, but that's it.
Well, you didn't like MJF gigging?
That's it. I mean, it was really good, but
you expected it to be really good.
And that's what I got. I got a really good match. I didn't get a 4.5 star match with Sleazy's overrating, but I got a really good match. Okay. Come on, you know we're gonna fight multiple times.
More than once.
We're not fighting here. Not a chance. That's later. That was a great opener.
This is the right choice for an opener, too.
And 2 former world champions battling for position in the overlap. Like, Swerve's getting that belt back, and Hangman's going to be there again. Boys.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if Ryan heard me say that. I thought it was a right choice for an opener, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. And then they had the right match to follow it to kill the crowd.
In the dead spot.
TBS Championship. Mercedes.
Wait, TBS Championship. That must mean Mercedes Monet's in the dead spot, right?
Versus some Asian. 18 minutes and 30 seconds. Ken gave this 3.25. Sleazy are the ones wrestling.
Some Asian couldn't get a good match out of Mercedes Monet. She did the best she could. She beat the ever-loving fuck out of her.
Yeah, she did.
But yeah, it was nothing to write home about. I gave it 2.5 stars. An okay match for a house show.
I think, same.
Yeah.
I mean, like, same.
My biggest problem with the match actually isn't the fact that the match happened, but that Momo cashed in her Wrestle Dynasty contract to do this.
Also, yeah, and well, we'll talk about cash-ins later, but also,
I don't wanna.
This match went too long.
How long was it?
18 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's why it felt like fucking forever.
Because it was forever. It just, I never got bored during the match, but I was also like, never excited.
Why is this still going?
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to look it up now to see.
He can't handle the Hardys on his TV right now.
No. I'm looking up the Mercedes thing. She technically could have challenged for the strong women's title.
Yeah, she could have. Any title from any of the 4 main promotions. So Stardom, CMLL, New Japan, or AEW. She could have challenged for any of them. That was the...
Yeah, but what I was looking at was Mercedes, has 2 titles that she could... Had she even challenged him for the strong women's title, I would have been more believable that Mercedes... Mercedes could have lost. If you're going to beat them anyways, why not just do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. I agree. Ryan, what do you think of the match? He's blue drink?
Sorry.
Caught you.
That was kind of what I thought about the match. Like, as I watched that match, it was just meh. It happened.
Yeah. Like,
had it have been for the other title, I would have been more invested of maybe this one's going to win.
Yeah. Okay. Number 1 contendership for the AEW Championship, Ricochet versus Swerve Strickland. 18 minutes and 10 seconds. Kent gave this 4 stars.
4 stars. Oh, I want to bring something up.
So, underrating piece of shit? I gave this 4.5. What was it missing? All the fuck yo finishes. But
That's the thing. That's the thing in wrestling now.
I know, but it got annoying after like the 30th one. So yeah.
Fuck you. Those fucking last calls at the end.
No, that was great. But like
Oh.
out of the 18 minutes, the 10 false finish, the 10 minutes of the kick out of your finisher is starting to get like, come on now. Let's just stop.
I don't know what happened on Raw.
I don't know. I didn't watch Raw.
Funny enough, I hashtag watched the product and watched 50 million near falls happen in the main event too. It's a thing now.
Yeah.
It is a thing, but yeah.
I don't like it. I can't. I'm not going to sit here and jump up and down and say it's great. No, absolutely not. But it's a thing in wrestling now.
I can still bitch about it. I'm going to for this match.
Hogan's got a pose.
Fatman's got a bitch. Okay, yeah. give this a higher rating than me.
I gave it 3 3/4.
There you go.
Because I gave it the deets for, among other things, the same stuff, but very specific spots. Vertebreaker on the table, followed by a swerve stomp. Why was that not the finish?
Yep.
Like,
because AEW got an AEW.
Well, another piece of AEW got an AEW. God fucking damn it. We had to have Prince Nana come back out and do a bunch of shit with them.
Yes.
I do not like that. And number 3 is, why on God's green earth would you stop him hitting you in the nuts in front of the referee?
Because they don't call it an AEW. Give up your nonsense.
Bullshit. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If there is a blatant, no disqualification worthy thing, they will call that. And that
You're new to AEW, right?
No. Absolutely not. Not in this particular circumstance, especially when there was no title on the line. If there was a title on the line, you could kind of make the argument of, oh, the ref's giving a little bit more leeway than normal. There was no reason for that. Zero reason for that. Braxium won, huh?
No.
Oh, no, wait, the Hardys. It was for the Hardys title, yeah.
Yeah, it was for the Hardys belt.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my biggest complaint was that. Like, what the fuck, dude? I understand, like, kind of fucking around with it a little bit when the referee wasn't looking, but stopping it when the referee's look. Come on, guys. Come on. There you go.
Yeah. All right, Ryan.
Swerve didn't want to win like that.
Fuck you.
You say fuck you because you know it's a good defense. That was a great fucking match. I love that match.
Great analysis. Love it.
No, I was trying to figure out which point I wanted to bring up first, asshole, because I had to. During the whole match, I thought Nana was turning because of the robe.
Yep.
And I was like, that is the swerviest the swerves, and like I'm gonna hate. It was gonna break my heart. I said in the chat, I had that feeling. We come out with the robe like that. I was like, oh, I'm watching it, and just as it kept going out there. And it was Swerve finally won. I went, that was the perfect thing to distract me as a fan and the type of fan I am. I find that played on my mind all match, and I ignored everything else and just watched that match. And every near followed me was like, ooh, like where are they gonna go? And then the match is done. It didn't matter to me who won that match. I just watched a great fucking match.
Okay. And I appreciate that mindset and the viewpoint.
AEW Continental Championship, Keisuke Okada versus Brody King, 10 minutes and 55 seconds. Ken gave this 3 1/4. It was an okay match for a house show. Again, same with the Mercedes match. Wasn't bored, just wasn't really invested or interested in it. Just it was there. It happened. And I will say, Ryan's probably going to disagree with me on this. Didn't need to be on the show. Could have cut it.
I'm not going. I agree with that.
I think this match and the 6-man from the pre-show should have swapped. Hot take, of course, right?
No, because the last few minutes before the pay-per-view, your main event of the pre-show is exactly where you want Big Boom AJ.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you're trying to get people to, because you're actually trying to get people to buy the show.
Buy the show.
Yeah, that's fair. Mindset.
Yep. Ryan.
So you say WWE mindset.
Ryan.
I didn't hate this, but I don't see Brody King. I didn't see.
There
Brody
was no
King.
way Jay Briscoe's winning the ROH World Title. Like,
I don't see Brody King winning this belt this way. I see him winning the tournament.
Gotcha.
Realistically.
Gotcha. No, okay. Sleazy.
3 stars. It was fine. It was. My question here is who is winning that title? Because you had Okada basically run the fucking tournament as champion, which eventually somebody was going to do it. Might as well have been Okada, I guess. Mr. G1 himself, you know. But who do you? I have.
It's going to be Kota Ibushi.
Oh God, I hope not. I guess my question here is that what type of prestige does this title have, and who's going to win it? Because is this something that they're just going to throw to fucking Kingston again? Are they throwing this to somebody who's going to be up and comer still? Like, is this where is this belt going? Is my biggest question out of all of this, and I don't understand its prestige right now. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. I was going to say watch and find out, but you need to watch the product first. So
yeah, and I don't. So fuck it.
So, Sleazy, you watch a little bit more Japanese wrestling or have an understanding of it, right?
Tommy Don.
King of Pro Wrestling. It's like the opposite of that. Ooh, DT.
Holy shit.
What the hell? Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Current reigning Jeopardy dickhead is what he is.
Goddamn right it is.
I would have won if I was on because I watched the episode beforehand and would have cheated.
Fuck, come on. Play fair. Come on, play fair.
I would have asked for a history check.
Which is why I didn't. One of the reasons why I didn't go on.
One of the reasons.
Boys, what are we talking about?
Currently or the episode?
Currently.
The King of Pro Wrestling.
I'm about to talk about the Continental Classic winning thinger.
Yeah, we're talking about the Continental title match.
So every December is the finals of the tournament at World's End.
Yeah.
It's March. I cannot see a conceivable reason that Okada does not hold that until the next tournament.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
Booking wise, wait. Omega, Ibushi,
Orange,
Shibata, Tanahashi.
Oh God, fuck you.
Well, you got to mention him if we're doing a tournament.
Who did that?
Yeah.
I did. You know I did.
I mean, I deserve that. I will say that.
Okay, all right. Fuck's sakes.
I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so Deets.
DC. Yeah, let's catch DC up right quick.
MJF versus Adam Page.
Ass.
What? No, okay.
Actually, I'll be honest.
Hold
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
Remember, I joined in late.
TBS title.
This was a bag of ass.
Yeah, fair enough.
But they also did beat the shit out of each other, so I appreciate it.
Ricochet versus Swerve.
Yeah, you're gonna quick review this now. I'm not getting
It
yelled
was
at.
okay. It really didn't do anything for me.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, I gave it to
Warm bowl of
you.
water?
So. Holy shit.
Like,
What do you-
not good.
Okay.
Not good.
So now, then the Continental title match.
Once again, whole big old bowl of water.
Okay. Yo, Dogger, who'd you like tag team matches?
I did like this one.
That's the only time I'm saying it on the show. AEW World Tag Team Championship, Hurt Syndicate versus the Outrunners. 8 minutes and 40 seconds. John Cann gave this. The Mike Sanders. Ryan, you're the tag team wrestling enthusiast.
Ron Kids died, but I understand why they had to.
No, they didn't die. They got murdered.
That was black on black crime like I've never seen it before.
And then
Wow.
they got buried. Triple H's shovel was right there. Like,
It was a fun little match. Fuck you. That's my rating.
I like that the Outrunners got a pay-per-view payday. I hated that they got fucking squashed the way they did. Like, I'm conflicted. Like, I'm glad that they're on TV and pay-per-view. It sucked that they were the team that had to get their asses fucking kicked. 1.5.
What really kind of grind my gears about this entire thing is if you look at that lovely little website called Pro Wrestling Tees, guess who's up there?
The Outrunners.
The Outrunners. I don't think they should have went over, but at the same time, they deserved more than 8 minutes. Their gimmick is hysterical. It's fun. For a guy that was born at that era, it's a fucking throwback, and they're great at doing it.
Batman. This also could have been cut from the pay-per-view, and it would have been fine.
I was just going to say that. I was just going to say, and when I said this could have been cut from the pay-per-view.
Main event Dynamite Collision.
So that's 20 minutes and cut 10 from Mercedes. That's a half hour right there. You can cut right there.
This, for me, though, was the start of the trend going up. I actually kind of enjoyed this better than anybody else.
I also was about to say, this is your halfway point to the show. This is the exact moment I put in our chat, Batman. You should stop watching, and then if you go watch in 2 sittings, watch this next half.
I couldn't have had to watch it.
We also said this before the main event started.
Yes.
I couldn't because I had to watch it all one night because I was stupid and didn't feel like watching it live.
You were a smart man.
Hey, and I cut 40 minutes out by going bell to bell. So
you made it more enjoyable. Okay, so you already did the show to make it less long for you, so you should enjoy it.
Sleazy, what'd you give this?
2 stars. I think if you put the titles on them here, it's 3 months too late.
No, they're an absolute transitional champion.
Well, that's kind of my point, though, is if you do this match with them as champion and they get the shit kicked out of them and they lose, I think that makes a better story for them for a comeuppance and another chase.
But also, like, to add on to what you were saying, you could have had a whole 80s montage, training, lifting, sweat. That would have been fucking Why are we writing wrestling?
Dude, they're doing that anyways. Like, that's most of their stick anyways. Every bit of it online, because they're the social media people. Like, in terms of that's how the product is going. They're doing all that shit. It's just Flash title win would have been nice. Ron Kidd died to me, but I understand why Ron Kidd died, because in the end of the day, the Hurt Syndicate is your tag team champions. When you look at all AEW, how are they not your tag team champions?
I don't think the wrong kids died. I think they had the wrong opponents to squash. Is what I think.
I would agree with that too.
No, I disagree. They don't give a fuck about your favorites, and they need to make that known right now.
You talk about the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you put it that way.
Like, you put the Hurt Syndicate here in a different time frame, I'd call them Private Party.
They're not here to entertain you. They're here to hurt.
They're here to hurt people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Here we go.
I think
Here
the
we
fighting starts now or very shortly.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Hollywood, was it Hollywood ending?
The
match?
Hollywood ending.
Okay. For the AEW women's title, Timeless Tony Storm versus Mariah May. 12 minutes, 55 seconds. Ken gave this 4.5 stars.
What was it missing?
I'm waiting for Ryan. He's chewing.
I got it. I hit it.
Sleazy, you're the women's wrestling enthusiast.
Absolute perfection. They're 5 stars, no notes. Would have been 6 if it were in the Tokyo Dome.
I had notes.
That would have been 7 in the Tokyo Dome.
It might have been 7 in the Tokyo Dome. It depends on which part of the Tokyo Dome.
So you gave it 5 stars, no notes. These are my notes, and here we go. It had everything.
Okay, thank God.
It had all the callbacks. It had a story that the fans can invest in, which is rare in AEW. It did not overstay its welcome at 13 minutes. And even the fuck yo finishes was earned in this match from the callbacks. This is clearly a 5-star match. Clearly.
Champagne bottle to the vagina.
Yeah.
Broken champagne bottle to ye old hatchet wound.
Like, I think this is one of the matches you probably think I was going to hate. But no. Fucking love this match. And I think I posted this when I watched it last night. When Tony Storm, first bladed, I don't think she realized she was going to bleed that much. Because she was just like, what the fuck? Her facial expression was just like,
let's go.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, okay, then, here we go. So, but no, this was absolutely fantastic. I think everyone else agrees.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, but I'm going to chime in on. So, 12 minutes, a lot of action. Do you think it would have been a little bit even I agree, 5-star match. But is this the first really good 5-star in a women's match that actually was kind of short?
So, I mean,
I think they did a good job of editing down to what they needed.
The type of match that it was 100% the.
Do we actually lose Fat Man?
The other thing I'll bring up to it is, of course, my dogs are gonna fucking go crazy because my wife's literally showing up. Awesome.
Puppy power.
Fat Man's
Asshole
frozen,
power.
so I'll dump him from the room.
Fuck that.
Who's that man?
Yeah, he froze.
Oh,
And then-
okay.
He'll probably be back on in a second.
No. So I of course loved it. 5 stars. I just wish it could have been a little bit longer, but also at the same time, it hit every freaking note.
We had a tie-paid death match in AEW.
The Luther bump sold me. I was just like, all right, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, fuck.
So I want to see where they go on from here. Do they do Timeless versus Monet finally? Hello, child. Do they do May versus Monet? Where does Mariah May go after this?
To go learn a new hold and stardom. That's my answer. I think she'd be good to have a short run.
Go back home?
Yeah, go back home for a bit.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Fat Man.
It's on Spectrum.
Oh, that's right. It's what, Ontario Dollar, whatever
Yeah.
it's called now.
So the funny thing is, I don't think it was the internet. I think it was actually Streamlabs because I went on and just clicked on a random link and it worked perfectly fine. So maybe. But anyway, for the type of match that this match was, 13 minutes is perfect. So
Yeah.
So
No, for me, just to talk is just like, what could they have gone a little bit longer?
no, I don't think so.
Great match, 5 stars, absolutely. But that was, in my opinion, a very short 5-star match.
It would have hurt.
But it gave you everything.
It would have hurt it.
Yeah,
I
think so.
think Ryan's right and
Yeah.
Batman's right. It would have hurt it.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking all show about how these two matches could get cut. This match should have got cut short. This was perfectly timed. Perfectly timed.
Now that we know, like, we've watched the card, I'll go out and say it. This should have been the main.
Hindsight being 2020.
Should have been the main.
Well, hold on. We'll get to that to the end. All right. We all talked about it. We all put her.
No, we shouldn't have.
Yes, it should have.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it at the end. AEW International Championship. Takeshita versus Kenny Omega. 28 minutes and 30 seconds. Ken gave this 4 3/4.
First of all, only 28 minutes? God damn.
Only
what the fuck
28 minutes and 30
what the fuck
seconds.
are guys just pussyfooting around with only 28 minutes in the ring, you guys? What the fuck?
Right.
After what Omega went through, I'm slowly relearning to be an Omega fan again.
Okay.
And this match helped. To me.
So the nerd in me was screaming as soon as I saw both of them.
I saw an article on that after.
So I am a gigantic Hajime no Ippo fan. And
Right.
Omega.
I was just gonna say it because Batman wasn't.
Omega was dressed up as Ippo. We had.
Did you see the
Takeshita.
significance of it?
Yeah.
It's a boxing manga.
No,
Yeah.
so yes, that part, but apparently, from what I've read, that manga drove Kenny Omega to learn Japanese so he could read the comics after the show had ended. Like he was so invested into that show that show made him learn Japanese.
It's funny because that show, or a lot of other people will say the exact same thing about One Punch Man.
I
Oh,
still
the
read
fuck
Ippo
you
to
just
this
said,
day.
little kid.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the manga show.
Hey, welcome to the nerds.
Dude, I don't listen. Okay, live breaking update. Jordan Grace just defeated Roxanne Perez.
Okay.
And tonight is Femi and Moose, boys. Look at Femi and Undertaker are on screen together currently.
What the fuck?
Putting
Dude,
over
we get Julie already go? Julia Vaquer?
No,
and Vaquer?
they opened with the Hardys and Fraction. Hey, man, episode 417 is AEW Review and NXT Live React. Because this is the live react stuff you can clip on fucking social media.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
this is what's going on our TikTok.
The
Well,
match.
it's still not bad.
All right,
Fuck the match.
back into this match. Anybody else think Wrong Kid died?
No.
No.
Yeah, well, honestly, what was going through my head when I was watching this match was about this. The title should have switched. This should have been for the Continental Championship because for some reason, all match I was like, "Take a shit is winning again." I never expected Omega to win the match.
The funny part is, I think they took the title off him so he can go up.
Go up.
Yeah.
World title.
Yeah. I think he's going to be not that long from now, if not the first world title challenger or one of the first world title challengers, whatever face they actually
Gotcha.
beat Moxley for.
Yeah. I mean, I could. Or Omega's just all like, I want to be a Grand Slam champion. Give me the belt.
I mean, Booker's going to write his own championship.
All right. Sleazy,
I think I already made that joke already. I gave it 4 stars. I liked it. I think there was a point, the two table spots where he takes the bump on the edge of the table was probably my favorite spot of the entire fucking match. It was the most nasty and yet absolutely believable in terms of this man was trying to hurt Kenny Omega, type of thing. Callis's mic work on commentary was fantastic. I don't know if it's just me, but it just felt like it wasn't hitting that second level. And maybe that was intentional because it was, in the undercard. But I don't know. I feel weird about it because I liked it. I thought there were a lot of cool bits. I think it definitely went too long. You take 10 minutes off of this and we're really rocking, type of thing. I think it was the slower pace that kind of did it in for me. But still, 4 stars,
Holy shit.
Oh, God.
Omega actually sold.
Took him 10 years.
And not just one spot. The whole entire fucking match.
He went away for so long.
He learned a new hold, and that was selling.
I said it probably went too long. They made the most of their time. But seriously, I love this fucking match.
Banger.
Wow.
After banger.
Ken gave this 3 3.75, and he's an underrating piece of shit. Second match in a row, 5 stars. Maybe the pills were kicking in. Because I took them during the Tony Storm match, and I was just like, I'm fucking digging this. I love the slower pace match. I love the slower pace of the match, and it picked up progressively like a good match should. Everything I thought worked in this match. Everything.
And it had story.
And it had a story. So,
like a proper long-term story that AEW fans don't get.
Like
AEW shows don't put out. I'm not saying that they don't get it. I'm trying to word it the right ways. AEW in a long time hasn't set up like you cut them a couple of matches off this pay-per-view, not because they don't deserve to be on the pay-per-view, but just you talk about a flow of a show, like for to be invested into a match and then invested into a match, and then the next match coming up is like that's super like they rolled the dice there and they went bang, bang, bang. You look at this as a WWE pay-per-view, they do a 5-match pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And this is 3 of the matches. The last one we talked about, this one now and the next one. Because they're all 5 stars. Let's just get it out of the way. Correct me if I'm wrong. But bang, bang, bang. Burger, burger, burger.
I like burgers.
What?
You said correct me if you're wrong. I'll get there when we talk about the next match. Deets, what do you think of this one?
So this was fun.
Fun.
I liked how it was built. I liked how everything paced. Fatman, you were right. Selling was on point. I didn't see Kenny winning, though.
No, neither did I.
Yeah,
And guess what? Made it a 5-star match for me. Because it was true under that.
I thought Takeshita was going to seal it up, call it a night, and then Tom fuckery. The only drawback that I had, I like Don Callis. I love him on the mic. But the
I hope you like
constant
Don Callis because he's enough of them over
dropping,
the hour.
interfering. Apparently, he might have broke his hand too, which I kind of laughed at that.
I don't know who that is.
It's one of my homies. Stephen James Pierce.
Welcome to the show.
Is he related to Guy Pearce?
Stephen was a worker before I was a worker here in Newfoundland too.
Long
time ago, yeah.
In my opinion, this wasn't 5, but a great 4.
So it's a 4.4. So it's a 4.5, and I scream, "What is it missing?"
I'll be honest. I think the
Come to the dark side, Deets. Come to the dark side.
So you're not giving me a 5 stars because the right person didn't go over?
In my opinion, yeah.
I've heard more petty reasons not to give something a 5-star in this match. Let's be fair.
Agreed.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know. Yeah, that Chip guy, he's a dick.
What?
Hey.
I appreciate the psychology that Omega once again has found. Because the shit was actually fun. It was a good, fun match. And it got me more invested in the pay-per-view. Because then I was just like, all right. Next match is going to be a fucking banger.
Steel cage match. Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. 29 minutes. Ken gave this 4.5 stars.
Fatman, you see the fucking Fed? They had to repeat it and do their own steel cage match the next night because they couldn't leave AEW alone.
Cool. And more people watch the steel cage match.
I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. First thing that went in my head when he did steel cage matches, I thought it was before the pay-per-view. I was like, I bet you're trying to get it before the pay-per-view. I realized it was after the pay-per-view. I went, oh, they're gonna try to top it.
Well, did they?
Yeah, Ryan, did they? I didn't see the other. I didn't see the.
They didn't do worse than it.
No, they didn't top it. My answer is they did not top it.
But to me,
they did a good job.
That was a 5-star Raw main event too. Honestly,
Raw was fucking badass.
But back to this.
I don't. Let me go first. I don't think I've ever done this since I've watched wrestling. Ever. 3 straight 5-star matches.
That one time you had 5. Was it 5, Sleazy?
Oh, when I wasn't on.
Yeah, like the entire show was like 5.
Yeah, so it's the second time, technically.
Yeah,
technically, it's not. It's the first.
It was like, technically, because there was like 7 matches on there, so it's like a group of 3 stars, and then it kind of like rolls. So it's like 3 stars and 3 5 stars, and then like 2nd through 4 was 3 stars, and then 3 5 stars, and then the 3rd through the 5th was like 3 5 stars, and then it just kept going.
Breaking news, because fuck you.
NXT title. So they're ending with
title versus title.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Obafemi versus Moose.
iPhone.
Thank you.
But no, the pills list me kicked in. I fucking dug this. It started slow. It's Ospreay bled like 30 seconds in.
Right?
Mark Davis bled.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stop.
First thing I said, I was
going to mention it.
Fucking A.
Man, first thing I said, as soon as he popped up with all the blood, and I didn't even bat an eyelash to be like, that's stupid.
The ref's bleeding in the back.
No,
just to show off.
He ate the door to the face. He has a legitimate reason to bleed. Why the fuck not?
Yeah. Again, probably could have cut some time off of it, but again, they made the most of what they did. They told a great story. Callbacks for the screwdriver.
They totally picked the tawniest ref they had in the roster for this match too.
Of course they did. But absolute fucking great. I never would have thought I would have given 3 matches 5 stars in a row. But
let alone AEW.
Let alone AEW. But fucking absolutely fantastic. And then we don't have to talk about anything else the rest of the show, right? We're good? Nothing else?
Oh, that's it. So news and rumors coming up, and
this is not WrestleMania 20.
Oh,
the show. I see.
We can talk about it. WWE won't. All right, Sleazy, what do you think of the match?
Oh my God! I disagree with the fact that it needed to be shorter. That would be my only disagreement. I'm
not really. I thought. Okay, so I'm not disagreeing. I said it probably went a little too long, but but I'm not mad that it went that long.
Okay, fair.
So,
fair.
like,
yeah.
if you could have cut like 5 minutes off, cool. Didn't need to get cut. So
absolutely not. The Oz Cutter was unbelievable.
that was awesome.
The Silent Flash was fucking sick as fuck. And okay,
To the
Ryan,
nuts.
yes.
Kick out.
Okay, Ryan, you and I both know this. I know a lot of people who gimmick thumbtacks. Do you notice that those were not gimmick thumbtacks?
That most part, no.
They were all just straight thumbtacks, which made it even more sick.
The first thing that went through my head is, I pray to God he wore a cup.
Right?
Great.
Otherwise, he's pissing like he had a colander down there.
Let's get a cum shot umbrella.
The little like
Sprinkler.
sprinkler. The Spanish Fly. I do want to say something about the Spanish Fly.
Unnecessary but amazing. Fuck it.
Right?
No.
I'm surprised Ospreay doesn't have a dislocated hip.
I thought he broke his leg.
God damn it. Holy shit. Him over kind of like turning into it and just watching him just fall was just like, oh my God.
I don't think.
Hold on.
I thought he knocked him out. It looked like he landed on him.
He almost did, yeah.
Yeah, I think he turned because I felt like he didn't want to land in the thumbtacks.
That might be true too.
Tony Storm and Mariah May are going to have a 5-star match. Kurt Angle still doesn't have one.
Right? Right.
According to Meltzer.
Nobody else is well known but their own 5-star out there that everybody talks about. He's kind of
wait.
the bassist.
According to who? I just needed that.
Over the heart.
Yeah, this is 5 stars. Obviously, it was 5 stars. There's no way this wasn't 5 stars. Anyone who rates this below 5 stars is an idiot.
Okay, Deets. How much of an idiot are you?
No, this was 5 stars.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. By this time, I will be honest. I was on another fucking planet.
So was I.
But I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought the Spanish Fly was just a bit much. Blood.
It was like, you don't need it. And then they did it, and I went, cool.
Right?
Like that's all. I was like, you don't need that. Okay.
I appreciated the Mick Foley call out because, I love me the Mixter.
Bang, bang, motherfucker.
And fun. I want to see what do you do next? Because Ospreay in AEW, while it's a big show, keeps fucking going. What the fuck is next now?
Honestly, if you don't have Swerve defend the number 1 contendership, it should be Ospreay Hangman as the next contender for the world title.
That's where I was going with.
I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all the way the hell in.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're using them as they get to play with the international championship and Swerve and Moxley, because your international championship right now, boys, I feel is your IC title.
I agree.
So that now you got Ospreay take a shit at Hangman Page.
Here's the thing, the one thing they haven't done yet to a decent, like legit gave them some time is Ricochet Will. Like they did it when they first got in there, but they kind of fucked with it intentionally because they didn't want to give it away, but they wanted to draw people in. That's a good international title match right there.
So your 4, because you said MJF, because right now your world title scene, and your international title scene, contenders are Paige, MJF, Strickland, Ricochet, Ospreay, Carl Fletcher.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential pair-offs here.
Hey, you still have the TNT title too.
I mean, yes.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Who's the TNT champion?
Yeah.
Daniel
Garcia.
Okay.
He was on the pre-show.
Mr. fucking Buffalo, you motherfucker.
If you watch,
I don't live in Buffalo, asshole, so it doesn't matter.
If you watch the product,
Yeah,
he's in a little. I know he's in a feud with Adam Cole currently over like a title match and TNT title and all that shit. But if you're not watching that, or if you're not watching Downward Collision, you won't know. And you didn't watch on the pre-show where he talked about it, so you wouldn't know. Yeah, that's who the TNT champion is and what he's doing currently.
Okay. Oh,
let's get it over with.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
AEW World Championship. John Moxley defends against Cope. As I'm still fucking coping from this match. 26 minutes and 30.
No, it is the Rated R Superstar. Cope.
26 minutes and 35 seconds. Ken gave this to Mike Sanders. What an overrated piece of fucking shit he is. Ryan's getting a blowjob right now, so I'm gonna go to him.
She's too far away for a blowjob. I was just wondering if she was on camera. That's all.
So, who's gonna?
I'll say, fuck you. I'll take it. This absolutely suffered from what Deed said in our chat of the Triple H Jericho Mania 18 thing. When I think about it, because it had to follow 3 bangers, not just one crazy storyline match, right? But until that fucking finish, I was not going to say this was a bad match. And then the dumbest fucking thing they could have done, they did. This is how people lost. This is how wrestling companies lose viewers. Bad, in my opinion.
You had a chance for a super viral moment. And it's all because the old man doesn't want to take a finish. So he gets his best friend to do it? Come on.
Is that why I didn't see that? If that's why, that's even better. I didn't see that rumor.
Well, no, they both have creative control over both their characters.
I saw that they just wanted to get rid of the contract thing. Was why it was booked like that. Was the only reason it was booked.
You've booked patriarchy to be this fucking amazing thing. And then, like, the contract's been always like, oh, when's he going to do it? When's he going to do it? He finally fucking does it. And then he fucking gets beat in 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Asinine. 2 poop emojis.
2.
I wouldn't
The
even
runs.
Had he
went from
won that
solid
belt,
to liquid.
had he won that belt when he put his hand on his chest, it would have been the greatest fucking finish.
Yep.
And it would have changed my entire attitude about that
So
match.
that's what I thought when I saw him do it. I'm like, oh my God, that's actually what, because you said it was a
That
dumb
was the
fucking
perfect
ending.
finish.
I didn't know what happened. So I thought that's what you thought was going to happen. I'm like, that's not fucking dumb. That's fucking awesome.
And then
he just, not even a 1 count. One, whoops. Moves it over.
He got 2 counts.
Oh, did he?
I
thought it was a 1 count.
And then Moxley pulled him right away. Like,
Yeah.
they teased it, the cunts.
And then Ryan.
This ain't after dark, you motherfucker.
I'm sorry. That's how angry I am at that finish.
He was
so do it, throw me out the air.
But yeah, the match leading up to it, I thought was actually still bad. Like, I thought it was a bad match.
I just chalked it up to it, followed the 3 matches before.
Edge looked like, I don't know what, he just, 3 minutes in, he looked blown up. And I'm
He looked old.
I'm just like, this
He is old.
But no, you got to
They
remember,
hit
he's
big
been around for
tag
so
matches.
fucking long, and then we got him back, and he could still go, and it just looks like finally Father Time has pulled the e-brake a little bit, and
yeah, and
it just wasn't good.
yeah, and I think that's and people say we said something about how something was intentional. The Omega match was, I think this was intentionally not great. Because they knew they had to follow 3 bangers, and they knew the finish they had, so they were just like, let's just fucking throw it out there, which makes me even more complex. So this went almost 27 minutes.
I know.
This match couldn't have got 10 minutes cut off of it too, and even then, I think that's still not enough. I don't know what Deets is doing, but it's freaking me out.
No,
Sleazy's pointing a finger up. Sleazy.
I think that, and here's my problem with all of it. And I was trying to find a clip of it. And actually, John Moxley put a clip of the finish of the match, by the way, on TikTok, which is, wow. Okay. You can tell throughout the entirety of the match that the crowd is burned out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was without question that they were all burned out.
And I actually have a question here I was going to ask you guys, but I think this is a good time to bring it up. Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, go for it.
Should they split up those 3 bangers and done like a cooldown match in between them? Which is where Which
I
also
thought about that. I thought about
also
saying that
brings me
earlier.
into the thing. Shouldn't Tony Storm and Mariah May, who basically they had the feud going in that everybody wanted to see. It was that feud. I'm not saying that should have main evented, but that could have.
Here's my answer to that.
I got a controversial take after Sleazy.
Okay, well, let me deal with the Tony Storm thing. Absolutely not, because if they had main evented, they would have gone 20 to 25 minutes, and I think you would have lost the luster of the match.
Okay.
Hot take: if the tag title match and the continental title match don't happen, and the match, all the rest of the matches still happen, this is a contender for pay-per-view of the year.
No, without question. Without question.
So that's why you don't. That's why you don't split them up. You can't split them up. You get to split them up. Mercedes Moné and Montavi brought it down. Swerve and Ricochet was picking it up, and then after that you go bang, bang, bang.
Shit.
The thing in us as a wrestling fans as a whole, and as a logic in the story, the wrong heel won.
Yep.
It should have been Christian as the heel winning. But Moxley as the heel winning was just Ron Kid absolutely fucking done.
And Christian should have pinned Edge.
No.
Yes.
Well, no. Yes, but exactly what they did. Him choking him out.
Yeah.
Not paying attention. Even if Moxley wins the title back on Dynamite, same premise. Or the next pay-per-view. And do the lead, like Moxley goes crazy, demands his title shot, blah, blah, blah. The third hostile takeover angle in 18 months is still going. Fine. But Christian absolutely should have left this fucking show as world champion.
Mm-hmm.
The fucker held on to the contract for 7 goddamn months, and this is how he cashes in. And loses not even on a pay-per-view that people kicked out of Spanish flies off the fucking top of the cage, or not that.
Christian's an old man and got choked out. Fuck off. Christian's an old man and got choked out. That's believable.
Then he shouldn't be wrestling. Because he's taking a lot more already. No, the fact that he's taken a bunch of shit before that. You know what I mean? That made no sense. 0 sense whatsoever.
Did he really?
It is Baron Corbin level bad in terms of a cash in.
I was going to one up you. This is almost Kennedy status bad.
It might be.
Well, Kennedy was hurt, so I mean
no, he wasn't. He was literally back 2 weeks later.
Mr. Kennedy?
Yes.
No, he was not back 2 weeks later.
Heck that
3.
shit. He came back a lot earlier than what he was supposed to.
It
Oh yeah,
wasn't 2 weeks.
dude. No, okay, fair enough.
A month?
2 is a little. 2 is a little. I'm going to look it up now, but both of you are talking about the same thing. I know you're talking about. He wasn't gone as long as he was projected to be gone.
Correct.
It wasn't 2 weeks. He came back, I think, in July, and he lost in April, or got hurt in April. So 2
He
months,
came back quick.
well, not 2 weeks.
What year was that?
Money in the bank.
Oh,
2007.
07?
7. Because he faced Batista at Great America.
It would only keep him
no.
out 5 to 7 weeks. On June 11th, he was drafted to Raw. August 20th, hosted an interview. Oh, fuck that. I'm going to the most reliable sort we use on this. Cage match.
So, no, I'm thinking 2006. Never mind. I'm thinking something different.
Well, it still was not that.
When he lost the Money in the Bank to Edge because he was injured.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like a torn bicep, right?
May 7th to he was back in the ring losing to Super Crazy. Losing to Super Crazy on July 2nd.
So, yeah, July. Yeah.
So 8 weeks.
2 months.
Not enough to take the Money in the Bank off of him, in my opinion. But that's just me.
I think he was. They thought he was hurt worse than what.
Biggest what if in wrestling.
Yeah.
I think he would have lost.
When is Edge beat him?
It was May. It was
May 7th.
That was like the air date, but I think the tape.
Well, it was a Raw.
Yeah, there it is. May 7th.
Oh, it was a Raw.
and-
That's right. It was a Raw.
I'm literally
And-
No,
looking
2
at
months.
the-
8 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking Edge cashed in and it was a SmackDown, but that was taped the next day. But
Okay, so
anyway,
this could have been one of the best AEW pay-per-views they ever had. And I think it was.
Well,
the ending
3
ruined the whole
straight
match.
5-star matches is fucking phenomenal.
Listen, anytime you get 3 in a row like that,
And I
that's
had-
fucking hit. You
And I
need
had-
to have the main to knock it out of the park.
And I had one match 4.5 stars, and another one 3.5. So I mean, this was a fucking excellent paper.
It's AEW's best pay-per-view in a very long time.
Yes. And they're not paying attention. We're just talking.
I think I think the problem is we're judging it by its least pieces, or a lot of people are judging it by its least pieces. I was just looking up at trying to figure out something very interesting. I think that when people will talk about this pay-per-view, they'll talk about the shit ending. And that is very unfortunate because the reality is you guys are absolutely right. This was their best show that they put out.
The exploding deathmatch pay-per-view. What do you remember besides that?
Exactly.
Because I'm gonna bring the card up. But what do you remember outside of that pay-per-view? Because I bet you that was a wicked pay-per-view ruined by that.
It probably was.
I mean, it's the storyboard of what they do. They fucking can put on a banger show, and then when the
There's
big
a
lights go
reason.
on that main title, and it just
There's a reason why they're called AEW CW.
That don't work for me,
Like
like I
brother.
said, this was. I called it greed at one point, but then all of a sudden it became a fucking banger.
I mean, I heard the words Adam Hogan thrown around a lot
Adam Hogan.
over the
Ooh,
last couple of days.
All right,
Ooh.
while you guys looking stuff up, I'm gonna just bang through some news and rumors here. They finally announced the Hall of Fame ceremony, which will be at a different venue than what SmackDown is,
yay,
but on the same night.
yay!
It's gonna be at the
Yeah.
Sleazy, the Fontainebleau.
Fontainebleau.
The Fontainebleau. Yeah. It was the former Riviera Casino that they renovated.
And it's
So-
the newest casino, correct?
Yes, it is. It's officially the newest because Resorts World was open just before it.
Mhm.
The funny part about that is when we originally were talking about, venues at Vegas, I'm like, there's like 50 million venues. They're going to choose like 8 of them when this was all said and done. And then this came out. I'm like, here we go. So.
Oh, it was the COVID revolution, so never mind.
Oh God. Yeah.
I'm shocked they aren't doing like the MGM or
Well, Fontainebleau is
even doing a little thing at the Apex.
doing it at the Apex would be interesting for sure. I think there's
I thought they were going to do the new or Hall of Fame at the Sphere.
too much.
That's right.
That would be
Way too much
awesome.
money.
But
That's
also a
awesome.
fuckload of money.
Yeah.
Ass loads.
But what's that new technology that's out in like
It's in Dallas and Vegas. Oh yeah, where it's like
the giant theater looking thing?
Yeah.
That would have been
that.
cool.
I want to see something in that. But
Yes.
I don't
So
think it's good for actually showing a show there. You know what I mean? Having something live there.
controversial take on
Okay.
Mrs.'s comments.
what?
Do you not remember Mrs.? Oh, did you, Fatman? Did you miss that
What?
when they interviewed Mrs. from the movie?
What movie?
Oh, the road.
No, did you not? Sleazy, pull that up.
I don't think
Did
he
you
knows.
not
what
see
we're
that?
talking
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on, let me find it. Yeah, don't say a word, Deets.
I
They
know
haven't
exactly
seen
what you're
this.
talking about.
Oh, YouTube.
Well, let me make a note of that time code because I'll be dealing with lawyers at the
Oh,
end of this.
I don't fuck. I just want to go to YouTube, boys.
Now I'm very interested in what you're talking
It's
about. because I
Sleazy.
don't-
You might be able to do this, sir. I'll see if I get you to search it up. It gives it away for you, anyways.
I'm just very interested now.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It'll probably be like 5 seconds in. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh,
Yes, absolutely.
I need to get somebody.
Ryan, you want me to find it?
A little bit faster than me, probably Canadian internet now. I'm just trying to find a video.
I got it. I could probably find it on X.
Ooh,
Alex Hammerstone parts ways with TNA.
that's a surprise. That's legitimately a
You
surprise.
can go to AEW. It's Alex fucking Hammerstone.
Yes, but I'm surprised they let him go rather than resigned him. Because I thought they were building the company around somebody like him.
I guess Tennille Dashwood and Roderick Moss had a baby.
Good for them. We were just talking about Emelina on Thursday, weren't we?
Yes.
He came up. She came up as.
Hey, if I share my screen, can you hear what it says?
Usually, yes. As long as if you do it tab only, and you have to add the share audio.
I got share screen.
Ryan
Share
doesn't know
video?
what he's doing.
Share tab.
It shares more resources. I'm sharing the tab.
Oh, yes. This. Fatman never saw this because he went to the bell.
Yeah, I went bell to bell. Yeah.
Okay, so if I press play, Fatman can hear this?
It should. You should be able to hear it.
Listen, Fatman.
All I hear is NXT in the background.
Okay, hold on.
Go ahead and play it and see if it actually plays.
Learned about pro wrestlers.
Yep.
Y'all know you're going to win before anybody else does. So thank you for teaching me that.
Did you hear that?
What?
Did you seriously not? Really? This is the first time
he went bell to bell. Don't forget.
I went bell to bell.
So you missed that part. That was just before the main event.
Yep.
They were doing a promo for Queen of the Ring, and the director basically goes, "You need to talk to the two stars," and they're like, "What did you appreciate about professional wrestling while doing the show?" And that was her answer. Holy goddamn shit! What the fuck are you guys doing?
It's like the one thing you don't talk about.
Sleazy, the news and rumors is blocking your face, by the way.
I don't care at this point. I hope here we go. Perfect. So I can't even say how fucking stupid that was. Why did you not have 5 seconds to tell them, don't expose the business live on TV, please?
T-Smith, bye-bye.
But we know.
It's still real to me, damn it. Oh, that hurt my back.
I don't
that
care,
hurt.
though. That's the thing, is that
Well,
you had...
no, I understand where Sleazy's coming from, and I was like, when I just saw that clip, I'm like, what are you doing?
They were interviewing the actresses from the movie Queen of the Ring. No matter what way you justify it, the fact that that's said is just like I heard. I was like, really? Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Sure. No.
And I think, like, I know Jim Ross, executive producer. I think it's like AEW, like, actually released it. So I think it's like a Warner Brothers movie. I think
it is a Warner Brothers movie. The thing was, and here's the reality of it. You're gonna laugh when I say this because I think it's true, but no one's gonna believe it. I think they were going long, and they wanted to rush through the segment because they wanted to promote it, but Tony was like trying to get them to get through the segment really quickly, and the director was like, "No, you need to talk to them to try and get them to promo over the movie," and that's what was said about it. I'm like,
I actually believe that. I think she panicked and just like said something first thing that came into her head.
Well, the thing is, if you listen to the director talking before then, he was really stumbling, trying to get it out as quickly as he could because
he was just trying to tell the girl. He was like, talk to the girls about their experience. Don't talk to me, talk to them. And she was like, they never should have been on TV.
No, absolutely not. They should have been arm in arm with him and have him cut the promo and call it a day. That's what they should have done. And they didn't, and holy shit. We get to expose the business at 11:30 at night.
Jeff Jarrett should have came down and scolded somebody with a guitar.
Yep.
Right? That's an open face slap. You think this real? Don't think this real at all? John Stossel's spinning in his grave and he's still alive.
I'm just looking more at news and rumors. Not too many.
Who's the other columnist that had a hard on for Barry and Vince McMahon?
Munchnick.
Yeah.
The Reddit. I'm bouncing, but
okay.
Ryan Buckot's Reddit, Twitter, all that nonsense. The Reddit thing for this week I saw before I got on. It's not a quote. It's just a video. It's from Forbidden Door. It's Tanahashi versus Moxley. Oh, Moxley blades from a sling blade.
Yeah.
It's a sling blade. What did you expect?
I watched the videos on Looper now. He just sling blades. He eats the sling blade immediately, rolls out and goes, Nip. I was like, let's just go. Peace.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said about the pay-per-view. I know you and I will always differ when it comes to a lot of things pro wrestling, especially when it comes down to, philosophies of professional wrestling in general. But I really do believe that this was their best foot forward and it will never be remembered as such because of their idiotic booking at the end.
Yeah. And I thought about this last night after I saw the ending. I'm all like, and that's what I'm like, oh, no one's going to remember these great matches. It's going to remember the ending, which could have been special. And you could still have Swerve jump Christian.
Yeah.
You still could have had Christian try to run through that and then just Swerve jump, Nana come out. Do the same fucking thing.
Literally the same thing without any difference. Nope. Just Christian there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I think they're still trying to hold on to the fact that Darby Allin needs to jump off a fucking mountain first. I really do believe that. And
I hope not. Like it's frustrating because again, I enjoyed this AEW pay-per-view way more than I thought I would, and then they AEW the ending. Like I was just like, oh, great.
Yeah. I know a lot of people were talking about Monet and Momo both being hurt after this. There was a couple.
Obviously Monet, because she got her fucking, I think, a
Got this-
larynx.
Yeah, bruised larynx,
Yeah.
something like that. There was a couple other minor things. I'm trying to remember. Oh, Bronson Reed's still going to be out for a while.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about Natty showing up in NWA, and obviously she was going to be in
Bloodsport?
ECW. Yeah.
I mean, it's more and more common nowadays for especially WrestleMania weekend. Cool. I mean,
I think the bigger surprise was NWA.
Same. Seeing as how like WWE last year sent Baszler and somebody else, I think, there, but like,
Yeah.
but yeah, the NWA one, the Crockett Cup, that's a surprising one.
Yeah. I
So,
would agree.
and I know people are saying, "Oh, WWE is only doing this because of the MLW lawsuit," and that may partly be true, but also at the same time, why not? You know, Vince was there, and I don't think this would happen. I honestly don't think so.
I agree, because Vince is very territorial about the people they like. Look at what happened with Knock.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That was a whole thing. You know, having Knock. I think Knock was actually the first one that really started all this, because he wanted to go and face Muda.
Mhm.
And that spurred on a lot of other things that are like, oh, well, if he can ask it and he gets accepted, maybe I should start asking too. And maybe that was it. There was
WWE also did something where with the LFG talent, they also did a post saying, "Listen, they're not on their WWE contract. Any independent promoter can sign these people." And they're like, if you want to have them on your shows, just contact them directly.
because they're still independent wrestlers. Yeah.
Yes.
Which is,
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just holy shit, dude.
And even the talent in WWE Evolve is they even said that too. You can book them on independent promoters. You can book them on your show. And speaking of that, what the fuck is Josh doing?
I don't know. For those who don't know, or local to the upstate New York area, Josh Jenrat's basically feeding out some interesting posts on the 2CW page, suggesting maybe another show, another 2 shows, another question mark. I'll be perfectly frank with you. Without trades there, it's not a 2CW show.
Agreed.
It just really isn't. And I know a lot of people like outright buried me because I dare said that the last 2CW show, that the reunion show, I felt like was a good indie show, but it wasn't a 2CW show. I got buried for months after saying that. Like, people were like, how dare you say something like that about this? Fuck off, first of all. And I stand by those comments. 2CW as a whole is an encapsulation of a very specific time in both your and mine life. I met a lot of great people from it. We've made very many friendships from it. It helped spur me into working for Moose and Excite. You know, the reason why I became a trained wrestler was because of Dick Justice, because I met him at a 2CW event. The reason why I decided to get back into a ring after Fatman got hurt was because of Matt Jackson at a 2CW event. You know, that promotion means so much to me. So I don't know how Josh is what he's planning. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, I'm just going to sit and wait on it. Obviously, he's got something going on. I don't know what it is. Who knows?
Could be nothing.
Could be nothing. Could be trolling. It could be Moose wanting to do something cool, and maybe it's not an event. Maybe it's we're seeing footage that we wouldn't have seen. It has been 10 years since they closed.
Yep.
So, there's one last thing I want to talk about, and it's the Hall of Fame itself. The newest, one of the newest. Well, there's two sets of inductees that were announced since we were last on the air. Number one, natural disasters. Obviously,
Sleazy's favorite tag team of all time.
Right? John Tenta was, John Tenta is probably one of those guys that got me into thinking that I could even do it in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, he was a big motherfucker, but he was agile as fuck. Fred, Shockmaster, Typhoon, whatever you want to call him.
If he doesn't walk through when he comes out and trips, we're missing the boat here, guys. He needs to.
Tugboat.
Thank you. About time. Thank you.
We get there. The other one, obviously, of all people, Cody Rhodes goes and does it while he's doing DDP yoga with Dallas. Lex Luger.
About time.
So I want to talk about this because I thought this was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay. Some people compared Lex Luger's induction as a why him and not Benoit.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard that, but
yes, because as a lot of people are kind of aware, Lex Luger helped spur Elizabeth's addiction back while everyone was still doing pills and back in the day, and Elizabeth obviously overdosed. And the suggestion is, well, he's a murderer. Why can't my murderer go in?
But he's not a murderer.
Of course not. But anybody who thinks that is a take to be having in 2025 is the most ridiculous fucking idiots.
Yeah.
I complain a lot about stupidity in professional wrestling. The things and the people. This is one of the stupidest hot takes I've seen in a long time. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What kind of hardcore drugs that even Ryan won't touch are you guys doing?
They're looking for these.
Even still, the keyboard.
Let me get off the thing so I can actually make the sound.
There you go.
They're looking for the clicks, is what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everyone's got 1.5 million hot takes, and they think that being edgy is going to be a big deal.
Yep.
And you're not seeing it just in professional wrestling. You're seeing it all over the place. Yep. I saw a completely unrelated topic. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Magic the Gathering. One of the former world champions, Brian Kibler, came out with an article talking about a couple of cards in the current standard meta that might be a little bit of a problem and probably should be looked at for a ban. And the big thing was Brian Kibler, world champion, says standard's a horrible place right now and there should be emergency bans. The fuck are you guys talking about?
Yep.
It's all this sensationalism. And part of the reason why, and I hate to go into politics before we end this, but it's a lot of the reasons why we're having a lot of problems within politics. We're having a lot of problems within entertainment dirt sheets. We're having a lot of problems with just news cycles in general, because everyone's looking for that click, because the click gets you money. And as long as the click gets you money, anything is fair game.
Yep.
You and I, we sit here, we don't have a sponsorship. We joke about,
Sleazy will suck your dick.
Yeah. We're not sponsored. We don't get any ad revenue. We don't get ad revenue on the site. Any mid-roll ads that you see here or during the Twitch stream, we don't get a cent of that. And I don't care if we ever do, because the integrity of our show matters that much more.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to always have a bigger following, but at the end of the day, our integrity comes first. And I absolutely stand by everything I say here from a professional wrestling standpoint. Now, every joke I've said on the show over the years probably wasn't always in the right color, and I think everyone on the show can say
Racist.
that. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Some of
I
my
said-
best friends are yellow.
That's just the liver disease.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, I stand by everything I say. Also, like, you're an overeating piece of shit. But anyway, and I hope you step on a Lego. But no, I'm like, if I never heard that take about Luger, and it's just like, what? And if you have that take, you're stupid. That's it. That's all I can say. You're just dumb.
That's good. That's a good bookend to this show. I'm at TWS Sleazy. Oh, fuck you. You know, how long have you not had that?
Like over a year.
And yet I still can't believe you don't have anything anymore. And honestly, let's be frank here. It'd probably be healthier for me if I got rid of more of it. I did get rid of some of it. I'm not.
Well, I'm
really.
Well, neither am I. I'm literally only on Facebook just to watch reels and share the show. I don't even share anything on Facebook anymore, except if I'm like with you and we're like, oh, we're at a thing.
Yeah. Or meeting your best friend at Waffle House.
Oh, Chip loves Waffle House. Chip absolutely loves Waffle House. I mean, the last time I was there, the whole wait staff gave him a standing ovation, knowing that they don't have to work the rest of the year because he's going to shut that place down.
Right. It's just almost amazing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We're at Sleazy and The Fatman on X, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok. Please like and follow us there. Find our videos at twitch.tv/SleazyandTheFatman, youtube.com/SleazyandTheFatman, at premium content and onlyfans.com/The Wrestling Show. Like and subscribe on your favorite platform. Click that notification icon on YouTube because, you know, we do go live on other days of the week, especially when After Dark happens. Explore more content at thewrestlingshow.com, including articles, merch, and so much more. Spoiler, we are redoing our merch store, so keep an eye out for that. But it's happening. I just don't know when. It's probably sooner rather than later. But anywho, with a thanks to Dietz, a thanks to Ryan, and as always for Sleazy.
For the Fat Man.
This is The Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. Fuck Tony Khan and his alleged coke habit. A hot dog's not a sandwich. A sub is not a sandwich. A burger is a sandwich. Burritos and tacos are sandwiches either in fucking Indiana, you piece of shit. Next week is going to be TNA Sacrifice. And sports podcast. Not right after this show. It's going to be next. It'll be the day of After Dark, Thursday. Ton of NFL news for free agency coming up. It's one of the reasons why we're not doing it. Also, Type G's preoccupied, but we'd be going to like midnight, and that would be very bad for everyone involved.
Yeah.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game. The bloodshed in your name. When there's nothing to gain, I'm the world gone sad.